Hello everybody and welcome to round 2 of the late autumn disc, yes golf, and glorious activities, the Lady Gaga tournament, brought to you by all of these sponsors that you can see right now on the screen. Every time I've tried to list them, it goes too fast, so do your best to read through them quickly.
Just go in this time. Oh no.
No, it's not happening.
Never goes in.
Brought to you, of course, by Demented Disc Golf, Linda Heaslip Photography and Design, and thedisclab.com, and as always, True North Disc Golf, the store, the production. I am one of your hosts, Julian Murphy.
I'm Justin. I'm not even sure if that matters right now after that great ad read you just did. That was really well done. Speed was good. The reading was good. And guys, we've got a final round here.
And James Duong is good.
He is good, and so is this guy. Double G, Canadian style, shuffle step, low hyzer flips. He loves it. And you guys know this young fella. This is going to be Cam Zanini we saw throwing there. But first, our leader of the event. Yes, he's an MP40 player, but man, did he shred that first round, Julian, from the short tees to long baskets with a 6 down. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, he has so much finesse, so much touch. Second in our card is James Duong. He is 5 down, and we saw him in the first round. Just a really, really greatly played round, and his putts and his forehands, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
what?
What just happened? And Derek Jones rising from the dead.
He just rode up that elevator. Here I am.
Remember me, guys? Last time we saw him wearing that sweater, Julian, we saw 14 down at Foxwood. So let's see him. What is Cam doing?
He's fanning himself off with
some cards. Maybe that's a Niagara Falls reference because that's where he's from.
One too many cards in his hand, though. But I'm okay with that. Love the Innovatook.
That was some good. I like that. That was a little treat for the commentary guys here. So Julian, everyone starting this round obviously at even. Cam's got a little bit of work to do. He's 4 strokes back of our leader, but if we know anything about Mr. Zed, he is going to make a push for things here.
Absolutely, and we are in a different layout. Mm-hmm. So before we were going from the long tees.
Short tees to long baskets.
Just kidding. Short tees to long baskets. Correct. This one we're going long tees
to short baskets.
To the short baskets.
Most, and if it doesn't change, I'll try and remember it. This one did change. Hole 1 here, 328 feet. You got to carry that water again, but this time the basket is right there over top of the water, like just past the water. But you're teeing off, Julian, from an elevated tee much higher up. You can see the short tee down there. And the water, you basically got to carry the whole way, and the basket's like 15 feet from the water, so it's a touchy shot. And I think Greg is going to get us started off in style here.
Yeah, if there's anybody who can make touchy shots.
Oh, this looks really good. Go in.
Come on.
Oh! And that's how you start a final round, a basket hit. Oh, my goodness.
You set the tone early here, and that's what Greg's done here. Yeah, let's watch this.
Oh, I wish we could see. Can we see their reaction in the background? They're all saying, go in.
Come on.
4 inches up, and we got a True North ace.
You saw a little bit of a bunny hop in the background by somebody's excitement there.
We got another angle here, Julian, as I sip this delicious beer. 5 inches, guys.
Oh, come on.
Dead center, 5 inches, that's in, and we have a GG ace, but for now, he's going to have to accept a tap-in birdie.
We are going to get an ace on camera at some point in time in our career. Just keep watching forever.
100%. And James now, big deep breath, closes his eyes. He's like, what am I, how do I follow that?
You put it in.
Correct.
It's an ace hole.
All right. That was Freudian slip. Rip.
Don't talk about my mom like that.
Justin Murphy line from round 1.
Obi.
No. That's a tough start for James. I wonder if he's feeling a bit of the nerves being on the lead card there. He took a deep breath and closed his eyes. And
it doesn't help following up a cage hit.
Agreed.
And this actually plays well for a lefty.
Yeah, especially one that smashes. He's probably got a mid there if I had to guess. He's looking up. He's going to throw a nice soft hyzer and it's going to flip up. Oh my god, that's a mid or a putter even. That is a wonderful shape.
Just settle nicely.
Goodness gracious, Derek.
So yeah, that was a great shot.
That's why these guys are on lead card. Right, and we got another True North tracker. I wonder if it's going to be, yep.
Oh,
so, folks, we have a lefty versus righty True North tracker here. This is kind of cool. And Derek took it straight at it.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Holy cow is right, my young brother.
Unreal. That's awesome. Let's see what Cam Zed does.
What's he going to do? I don't know. Let's see here. I'm kind of excited to see. And
love that toque.
It's very nice. And this is a little bit high. And this is going to have to hopefully hit and get lucky here.
Yeah, hit and sit.
Okay, he's on the other side, so he's still safe, but he's going to Have to pitch over for his par. He probably most likely won't have a line there from about 55 feet.
Well, unless he takes some lines from Thomas Gilbert in round 1. Does some fancy putts from within the trees.
Yes. Good call. James for a par save. Good bid. And Thomas, or someone back there doing a little bit of rake work. It looked like Thomas just because of the red shirt. I'm not sure it was. Julian, last time I'm going to say something about myself because I played poorly. I hit the pole on this one.
Wow,
about 5 inches lower.
The one
than
holding the
Greg's.
basket or the one
holding the basket?
The
Yep.
flagpole 100 feet
It
behind
was
the
a
tee.
tap-in birdie. It was a good one. What do we got here? Wait, why is he throwing from there?
Did he go OB?
I don't. But he put it. Oh, maybe there was a drop zone or something. Because he went in the water. So this might be a triple bogey. He might have taken a penalty there.
Oh, no.
Or maybe a
double.
what are those things called when you
A provisional?
provisional?
I see, yeah.
What do you think?
I have no idea.
I don't know. We'll have
We're
to
hired
see
to
what
see what
happens.
happens on the score.
Yeah. Any way it goes, it's a tough start for James.
And speaking of not tough starts,
Nice segue.
DJ, Derek Jones, taps the basket, gives it some love like he
Why
does.
is he putting again?
And James
Okay.
Duong, there's actually 2 of him.
Okay,
so we're seeing.
he did play a provisional because he's finishing both out
Okay.
for some reason or another. And we'll have to see maybe on the scores here at the end of this hole. We will see as Gigi taps in that ace run for a bird. We'll have to see how this played out.
And we're not entirely sure that it wasn't some sort of evil twin situation.
Yes, that's Julian. I love your thought there.
James and Rames.
Okay, so a double bogey, which means he went OB.
Putt.
No, putt. No, he didn't. I don't understand. Can you think of any? You're smart.
I have no idea, unless it was a stroke penalty potentially as well.
Yes. Maybe.
Regardless, 2 birdies, 1 par, and a double bogey. That's a tough start for James.
No kidding.
Everybody else was par or better except for James and 1 other player. So that's
That play under par?
that's tough for him. Yeah, it actually played even par. So
Okay, that makes sense. This hole is a lot longer. Same kind of shot though. It's gonna be a forehand. You remember from the front 9? Sorry, the first round it was a short forehand. This is now a longer forehand for sure. But the short forehand still is the play. Or you can throw a hyzer along the hill. But I think the forehand's more open. But if you don't have one and your name's GG, you're probably gonna throw a technical hyzer
Oh, yeah.
flight.
more of his magic. Get around it.
Get through it. That's
Oh.
fine. Circle's edge.
And that was a.
There was a disc crossing there. Oh yeah, because hole 1 throws directly at this one.
Oh, I see.
That's it on the right there. And this plays really well into Derek's game here, I would think, as a lefty.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Jones.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Not the one you're thinking of.
Correct. Smash.
Oh yeah. Now fade. Oh, not that harsh.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you know what? The play must have been a backhand from Lungs. Like that looked a little more pinched as a right-hand forehand shot or a lefty backhand. And Cam has a great forehand and is going backhand, so maybe this is the play. And I'm not on this card for good reason. This looks good.
Now stable up
Get out of
nicely.
there. The hill should bring it down anyway a little bit. Just kidding. Great shot from Cam, 28 feet for a bird. He's got that elevated putt, which is always a little tricky. And let's see if James has an answer, Julian.
Yeah, he's going for the forehand line you were talking about.
That's because he can hammer a frisbee with that forehand.
Yes.
He didn't even try. Come on, please get through.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we forgot our buttons. No. So he left himself 43 feet or so.
Still got a putt though.
This is a very awkward spot. You can see everyone moving on the left and right. Hole 3 is on the right, hole 1's on the left. So everyone's kind of being a little polite there for Derek. He's hoping to throw a skip shot here.
And not too bad at all.
Nope.
He's going to be well inside the circle.
He's got about 20 feet for his par.
And I love his bag. Big shout out to Derek
Oh,
Jones'
man.
lime green pound bag.
Speaking of which, I just ordered a pound bag myself. Cannot wait. Whew. Come on, James. Let's see if he's got this nice step putt in the bag here.
I also just got a pound bag of rice.
Oh, is that because of the COVID-19 pandemic?
It certainly doesn't hurt to have.
Correct. Tough, unfortunate for James there, front basket. And let's see if Greg can cash for 2 straight birds to start this lead card, Julian. Final round.
Oh,
He picked it.
tough one.
He went to pick the mini up. He's like, no, Napa to going in.
It was a bit of an MJ mini pickup though. So you couldn't tell right if that was going in or not.
We only could because we could see that it was very, very much the left side of the basket. Cam going to a knee because of that elevation, which is a veteran move, folks.
And unfortunately, on his knees, did not pray hard enough
He
for that
liked
to
it the
go
way he
in.
clapped. He liked it. Yeah, very, very true, Julian. Derek for his par. Nighty night. Oh, what? Did he fall? Maybe he didn't think it was going in. That was.
I have to stop reading the stats ahead of time as well, and I'll tell you why in just a moment.
Oh, okay, sure.
Because
There's only one ace on the day, and it was me.
everyone is cleaning up. Was there?
No. Of course you'd know about that. I would have been talking about it for like half a year.
You had me for a second, though.
Jeez.
No, the stat that I read was that all players got par or better. Oh, sorry. No, all players got par on this hole. No birdies, no bogeys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess that's the fun part. I did the stats for this quite a while ago, and I really forget making them. I'm glad you're reading them off. It's kind of like a first time for both of us.
All right, I'm not going to look, though, ahead of time. So, because everybody got a par,
That means these four did.
and
Very cool.
so same order on the tee pad, same scores. We're going right into hole 3.
Look at the ratings, Julian. 981, 980, 981.
Oh, yeah.
And
997. Double G.
Double G. He knows what's up. All right, hole 3. Let me remember for a second. This is the one. Yes, okay. So this tee pad moves back and to the right more. So it's actually opened up quite a bit more for the backhand shot this
Okay.
time. You might remember from round 1 I had to throw a low-lying straight shot to go up the middle.
Yep.
This one you have much more of a right-hand backhand shot. A forehand will get you kind of down there, but I think the backhand's going to get you to the circle to have a putt. And at 364, these guys can all get there. We'll have to see what Derek does as a lefty, Julian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, this opens up way more. If you just missed that tree,
Oh,
you can
no.
Kaiser right around there. It's a little bit more of a shot shape, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. And that's
Tough break there.
tough spot to hit.
Derek going backhand, Julian. What do you think? Roller? Anheuser?
I'm going to say a hyzer flip.
Good call. Yeah, that's... Why did I not think that before?
Yep. Oh, no. Flipped it a little bit much.
Oh, that's still great.
Yeah, he's safe.
Considering this, yeah, he's 5 feet away from the OB, but considering a left-hander would have a hard time with this shot, that's really good. And as you look back there from that camera angle, you could see how hard that shot is.
And he's in Derek Jones' putting range, if you remember some past tournaments.
Oh, man. Good call. I see the TD, Kevin Sparkman, back there in his green coat. Shout out to the greatest guy ever.
Woo!
Yay, Kev.
Sparky.
And great shot from Zanini. He's going to have a 38-footer here. And he loves that little step putt, and I hope we see him cash, Julian.
And we got some City of Toronto spectators in the background.
They're like, what is this? Are you guys throwing Frisbees in the middle of winter?
The answer is yes.
And the answer is discs.
The answer may surprise you. Click here.
I don't understand the reference, but
Click
I
down
love my
below.
brother.
It was just
He's funny.
clickbait. It was just clickbait.
Clickbait. Okay,
Yeah.
good. So James might be up first. Just kidding. Greg is because he hit the earlier tree. Either way, they both kind of got stuck in an unfortunate lie here. Hopefully, Greg can get up and down. This does not look easy, Julian.
No, it's a tough spot for a backhand, but...
Okay.
And a tough spot for a backhander again.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to be a tough putt. Oh, James is a little more open than I thought. Go in.
Come on.
Ooh! Oh, he
Oh.
was running that, I'm telling you.
An interesting run with the OB potential there.
No kidding.
One bad skip, a little bit of wind, a small gust even. And look at the flag bending to the side with the
You're always
harsh
all about
wind.
the bending flags. Righty, Derek. This is right in his range, Julian. You're 100% right. Hundy P.
Oh, just clips the top of the cage.
Good rollback, too. That was a healthy, hard run, and he's got a 3-footer. Maybe 7.
4.5.
And GG, fortunately, has massive legs because this guy is straddling here, and he's going to need it for his par.
And
let's go.
woo!
What a great... Shout out to our camera crew, Julian. They're getting some wonderful angles on this tournament here.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
huge.
really well done.
And speaking of angles,
Speaking of angels, here we go.
Sergeant Angle.
Wobbly dart. A wart, if you will.
Oh,
Wart?
I don't want to use that disc.
Right.
Great putt, though.
Yeah, and that tree has some warts on it in front of James, but hopefully it doesn't get into his brain as he makes this 23-footer.
Just that wind.
If only there was some way to tell if the wind was happening or not.
Oh, shoot.
No, a tough bogey for James, and he's on the struggle bus right now. Shout out to Brody Smith for teaching me that one. when I played with Brody at the Waco Open, he used struggle bus a lot, and I really enjoyed it. So figured I'd use that up here in Canada because it's a good terminology. As Cam airballs, unfortunately, and hopefully he doesn't get on that struggle bus.
And how did you do in Waco? Were you on the struggle bus with Brody a little bit, or
my first round I was happy with, and the second round I was on the struggle bus with driving it actually for everyone. So great comebacker for Cam there.
And there was one birdie on the day on this one, and that was Thomas Gilbert.
Who?
Young chap from somewhere in Ontario, California, Canada.
Ontario, California. Mm-hmm.
So one bogey,
That's
three
not the same
pars.
Thomas Gilbert on the front round coverage, was it?
No.
Okay,
God, no.
sorry.
No, there's 3 Thomas Gilberts in this tournament. One of them birdie.
All in this tournament, and they all play disc golf?
It's insane.
That's crazy. Sorry, you were saying about the scores here?
There's one bogey, 3 pars. James Duong losing strokes, unfortunately. He's now tied with Cam Zanini.
Remember I said right at the beginning that Cam had a lot of work to do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, unfortunately, James made it a little easier for him there. And we're going to look to see James. This changed quite a bit. Hole 4 here now is a 254-foot forehand, essentially. Or maybe a soft putter to get you into the circle 1. But you remember the basket last round was way up by that white sign up there, and now it's right here. So
Oh, yeah.
maybe throw a backhand putter, turn over gently and have it sit, or an overstable mid or something on a forehand. And Derek would probably throw a putter, being a lefty, but Gigi's going to throw us this hyzer flip.
What was that, like a Z buzz, maybe?
Little low. You say a Z buzz?
Yeah.
I guess that is right because we're in Canada, but still, it sounds weird.
A Z line buzz.
It just doesn't sound right.
A big Z buzz.
It's like the rapper Jay-Z. If he was Canadian, it just doesn't sound right. And Derek's got the putter going here.
Well, you get out of here. I'm just going to sit in my lay Z boy and listen.
That's good.
Derek Jones in a great spot. Let's see what
Cam Zanini.
Cam Zidnini does with this forehand. I assume he's throwing a forehand
Just
based on how he's lining it up.
Agreed. And it looks like an MD4 or 5.
No, that's an Innova.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's got the Innova Proto Star on it, so that's got to be Rat, maybe in.
Cayman?
Yeah, could be.
Get your head out of the gutter. All right, shout out to that dog walking back there. Lady's like, what am I doing in the middle of a disc golf tournament? Come on, Sparky, let's go. James got that little soft.
Oh, no.
Not good. And James is just not feeling it right now. We all saw him in round 1 shredding. This is just something has happened. Maybe he had a heavy lunch between rounds.
Mm-hmm. What was lunch that day? Was there one?
I had almonds and Baby Bells. I think you made your own.
Okay, all right.
Maybe he grabbed like a quarter pounder or something ill-advised.
I figured there'd be some like raw meat, like what Lady Gaga wore that one time as a dress.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's what it was. It was raw meat, Julian. Is that what you want me to say?
Little.
It was raw meat.
Oh. How was it?
GG. It was great, thanks. No way!
Oh, yeah.
Get on me.
What a putt.
Julian, death putt. Look at the hill back there.
Come on, this
48
guy
feet.
has no fear. Look at him just pace up to that
He doesn't
basket.
even know what he just did. He's like, did I put that in? Yes, Greg, it's in.
Did you guys see that? Do you want to see it again?
Yes, we'd love to see it again because, as Julian pointed out by my patheticness in the first round, this is documented on the internet forever. Great putt. Greg can just go up with his kids, whatever. He can just scroll back. Hey, guys, remember this? Yeah, Dad, you showed us already.
He's going to show this to his great-grandchildren. Also, GG for the initials for them.
Oh, really? Oh, Greg. You're on fire tonight. Cam here for a...
Oh, no. What's going on, basket? Hey, I'm putting here.
No, is that what it was?
He did the hand like the guy from Midnight Cowboy.
Julian, is this a birdie putt? I was not paying attention. I
This
think it is.
is a birdie putt,
It's a
yes.
birdie putt. Nice putt from Derek.
Yeah, great bird.
Yep.
Sorry, guys. We got to get back on track and watch some disc golf here.
It's just a fun night here. Julian and I, if you haven't noticed, are in the nighttime theme. We've got a bunch of lights set up here. You can kind of see our
Some shadows.
We're making puppets earlier. So, you know, sometimes you just got to find the time whenever you can to do the commentary. So right now it's nighttime and we're bringing it to you folks. And we've got a couple birdies and a couple pars there, I believe.
Woo!
Yes.
Good call.
Thank
Two
you.
birdies, 2 pars. Greg Grootenboer, great-grandchildren with the great birdie putt downhill. What a tester. Derek Jones obviously parked the hole, as you saw there. So these guys are kind of running away with it a little bit.
Yeah.
There wasn't a single bogey on that hole.
It's pretty simple. I mean, if you don't make your shot, you pitch over and take your par.
Mm-hmm.
As you saw James and someone else on that card do. Probably
Derek.
Cam. I think Cam unfortunately missed a C1 putt.
Yeah.
Now, guys, this basket is not the one. That's just sitting there. Remember, from hole 7. They just kind of rested it in that fairway, I guess. They got tired bringing it over to the actual location.
Mm-hmm.
This is the basket. I think I want to say it's still in the long position.
Okay.
Let's just see here, but I believe it's in the long position still, which makes this much farther. And for some reason, Julian, 469-foot par 3.
Come on.
It's hard.
This is the third hardest hole as well.
Correct. On the sign, as Greg shows a great line there, it's just a hyzer flip out to the right. The sign said par 4. Yeah, and the basket's in the same spot as before, where Thomas we saw had that birdie.
And you want to keep those discs away from the blue bins down there because you don't want the city workers to recycle them as soon as they're thrown. What is that?
Like Prodigy? That's a big anhyzer. I hope we got enough.
Come on. Look at that. What a shot.
Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous.
That's huge. Huge.
That's huge, bud. So Derek getting creative there, and I'm telling you, this is a par 4.
That was disgusting. That was a
Look
great
at
shot.
Cam looking up now here.
He's got the Captain Morgan facial hair happening right now. I love it.
He's a handsome young man, isn't he? Like no one can rock.
Must be
a
for
mustache
Movember.
like that.
Everyone's
Smash. Oh yeah, that's right. It was Movember, wasn't it? Which is obviously I don't wear handlebars all day long, so.
And now we're doing the commentary in March.
Yeah, we are. Julian and I are getting a little sloppy here and a little behind, but nonetheless, the tournament's coming to you. And Cam unfortunately has a tree, but he should definitely get up and down for his par here.
And this looks like it might have been an ace disc in the past.
Wouldn't
With some
surprise me.
signatures all over it.
Oh, forehand roller again. Oh no!
Oh no! An
James
early
is
tree.
just on this struggle bus,
Shoot.
trying to get freaky. He's a dark horse in this match. Sorry.
Additional generic Brody reference.
Oh, he's got a big long shot still, and this
And
could be a
he's
forehand
still
roller
doing
as
it
well.
again.
In my opinion, that might have been a mistake. I think he might have been trying to throw a flex line.
Okay.
Not bad though. He's probably not going to get his par, but he's in circle 2.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
GG a bit pinched, but he might throw maybe a
He's going to throw a backhand under the
spiking
basket,
hyzer.
if I had to guess.
Yeah, and the cool thing is you've never seen him play, and you're probably exactly right.
Like, come on.
Like-
I've never seen him play, and I've never seen this before.
Right.
That was unreal. Like, I didn't even go to this tournament.
It was a treat to play with this man,
Come
and all I
on.
can do is picture him playing in a forested course and just being like shredding the crap out of it.
I would love to see him play at White Spruce.
Waterworks or White
Spruce
would
is
be
a great
nuts.
one.
His Cam throws a nice smooth forehand. That's got to
Sit
sit
down.
down a little bit here. That's crushed.
Cam Zanini has been doing all of the bicep curls.
All of them. That's a circle 2 putt for his par, which I'm telling you is kind of a birdie. This is one of those par 3.5s.
Oh, yeah.
Easy par 4, but
Now, did you look
what
at
the
the
score
Did
say?
you look at the stats ahead of time?
I did not.
So it's averaging 3.5.
Oh,
So it's 0.55 over par.
right, which is too soft for a par. It's just a good hole, I guess. It's just like one of those ones where you want to make sure you get your par. Mm-hmm. Kind of like James is probably not going to do.
Oh,
gosh,
no.
That looked good. Oh, and that is no slouch coming back either. And this is hard to watch, folks. We saw James absolutely crushing it in the first round, and likewise at the Ice Bowl, and he's just kind of, it's just not his day right now.
Yeah, he's had a tough start to this.
But he's got a good mental game as Cam lays up again, and now it's going to roll.
No. Don't do that. Why are you doing that? Hey, everybody.
Especially on an air ball. Like, air balls normally will sit. That didn't hit anything, and it rolled on, so that's like the double whammy.
Oh, yeah.
If I hit front basket because I kind of, didn't commit to a putt, then that's when it rolls, and that's when you're kind of like, all right. But that was an air ball.
And we've all felt that pain of a terrible roll away that just makes you want to...
He stared
Kill
at that one. He
somebody.
wasn't sure it was going to stay in. Great putt. Unfortunate bogey, disc punch. And the leaders, Greg and Derek back there, having a great old time. Jimmy D for his bogey save. Oh, sneaks it in. Worm burner over the front of the basket, but it's in. So hopefully James can build on that. Because as you remember, Julian, maybe, we did it this morning. Hole 6, 7, and 8 are beasts.
Yes. So 6 and 7 especially. Actually, right now we're in the third hardest hole. The next one's the second hardest. And hole number 7 is the hardest hole.
Okay, so this is the beginning of the stretch then.
Yeah.
And this is only hard this round because of the change we did between rounds. With the baskets and the tee pads and everything.
Yeah.
Going for different tee.
Yeah, exactly. So we saw 2 bogeys and 2 pars there. The entire division did not have a single birdie. Of course, I mean, that would be
If
a...
Thomas Gilbert didn't get it, then...
Yeah, that would be a mash of a hole. I don't even know if too many of the pros would have gotten that one.
It's hard. It's not 469 is fine distance wise for most of these guys.
Yeah.
It's the shape that you need. And Derek got creative there and had a great shot and kind of an eagle run at it, or a birdie, I guess.
I feel like if Lazant was a lefty, he could do a shot like that maybe. And
I think he could as a righty, a big hyzer out wide.
yeah.
Anyway, this is the long tee. You're throwing, I'm not kidding, 390 over water the whole way.
Oh, no.
Depending on how aggressive you get. And this long these cattails play out of bounds. So unlike the first round, you don't have a straight open field shot. You are carrying it over water if you want to get any kind of distance whatsoever, Julian.
Oh, jeez.
And Greg didn't watch. Spin it, and he's going out over the water. Now he's taking a little bit more of I'd say a safer approach, which is smart with that lead. And that's still a great spot.
For sure.
At that point, I'd say he's probably playing for his par.
Okay.
Is that okay, or?
Nah, it's not okay.
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 And as a lefty, okay.
Derek Jones doesn't have to carry quite as much
Maybe
over
the
the
same
water.
shot as last time. Oh, that's great.
Because he can fade back nicely, right?
Yeah, that's a great shot. And you see him blast past Greg's there, about 120 feet past. That's a big mash. Derek has a very big arm.
I would say it's average sized, but he can throw very far.
Look at me in the background.
Like, I should be on that card.
That's not true. There's no way I should be on that card. And Cam, now see how Cam hung it out a little bit wide, and that's the
no,
problem. You really got to crush it up there.
Yeah, only a couple of feet short.
Yeah, it didn't look that close, to be honest, from where I was. So he got just a little unlucky there, and James is going to crush this. So he's got the safe high hyzer.
Mm-hmm.
Looks to me like none of these guys are really going for the birdie. I'm going to say Derek will probably have a run at it.
We shall find out.
Yes. Now, we saw James park a Firebird for a tap-in birdie in round one, but he is substantially farther now, and that does not look like a Firebird, Julian.
No, he's throwing
PD, maybe?
Discmania. That's going to be a DD...
1?
3, maybe?
There's Thomas Gilbert.
Is that the
that, Julian,
the
he's got himself
Cloudbreaker?
a putt. That's 41 feet. 51.
51.
Do you like how I try and talk as if I know the course so well? Like, I can tell you how many feet that is within the foot.
Oh, shoot.
Smooth. And this might go out of bounds again. I hope not.
Settles down nicely.
Good settle. Yeah. See, you can see how narrow the fairway gets here. And that stuff on the right, the cattails, really will play in.
The scat tails.
Scat tails.
Double G, what's he going to do?
I would think you just hang a hyzer out and kind of get to maybe 60, maybe try and get to circle 2. Not the most powerful thrower in the world, but super, super accurate.
And uses set accuracy to put it
That's got to sit.
inbounds.
Oh, man, that bit, he could have got... I don't know how that didn't go out of bounds, to be honest.
Physics, I think.
Correct. Okay, Derek, this is going to miss that tree, hopefully. Yeah, so we got kind of a bunch of 40-footers here for birdie. That's kind of what the way this hole plays, I would think. We'll discuss the stats maybe after.
Yeah. And a long look for par here for Cam.
Yeah, he went OB. That's a good call. Step putt. Oh, that got lifted up real high, right out of his hand. I think maybe there must have been a left to right crosswind. Or right to left, I guess.
Or just a
Or maybe
very gentle breeze. Judging. Oh,
Actually,
there it
see
goes.
right to left on that flag.
Jimmy D.
He needs this, Julian. This would be a huge birdie to collect.
Oh,
That's why that flagpole's bent.
causes the wind to change direction.
We saw Greg make one of these
Look at
miraculous
these
strides.
straddle. Yeah, these straddle putts he has. Sit down. Yeah, nice.
Good sit, not a bad bid from there. And Derek, so unfortunate for where he is because this is a 25-footer. This is one of those ones that messes up your C1X stats.
Yeah, especially for a lefty too.
He's already got the world against him.
Well, I was gonna say that.
Oh wait, what were you mean?
The branches were more in the way with the arm he has to putt with, but
I see.
the entire world, especially the world of disc golf, is against lefties.
Yeah, 100%. Oh,
No!
Cam Zanini.
Oh no! I quit. I love the mini toss there. Like he's just.
But you know what? He
I
grabbed
usually
it and
putt
put it to
better.
the right spot, and Jeff's kind of like Jeff, our camera guy / the owner of this company, says, "Shake it off, Cam. Go get it next time, buddy."
Shoot.
That's a tough one.
So there were a few birdies on this hole, 3 to be exact.
3 birdies?
Yeah. One was Casey Forbes, and
Oh,
the other
yes.
two were Murphy Brown. So
I birdied this?
you birdied this one, and so did
I did.
Chris Brown, but not the one you're thinking of.
Oh my gosh.
Rihanna's boyfriend,
Remember
or
that
ex-boyfriend.
birdie? Yeah, good call. Okay, so there are some positive stats for me in there.
Yeah, there was a couple nasty scores. Cam Zanini there.
Didn't Oz get a 9?
Oz had a 9 on this one
Yeah.
or something like that. So
Unbelievable.
Just a tough hole.
And Oz, guys, is one of the best players in this area. So you can
In
just
the
see
country, I would say, probably.
Yep, that's a great call. Great
Top
call.
10 maybe?
Yep, ratings-wise, at least. Bringing us into, you said the hardest?
This is now going to be the hardest hole, hole 7.
Okay, it's not 289 feet. It's well over 400.
Okay.
That's from the short tee, I would say.
I see, yep.
So we're long tees to the same hilariously elevated basket that's 37 feet in the air. And this is another one where you've got to completely commit to a backhand way over the water for 400 feet to get there.
on.
Or have maybe a lefty backhand would be great.
Yep.
or the forehand will just kind of set you up to maybe lay up to the shorter tee.
Yep, okay.
And then kind of tap in for par. So here we go.
And these are the throws. So
Straight over the water on a hyzer, Julian.
well, it's a Firebird. That's the Firebird line. The green is like a buzz line, and the blue is a P2 turnover line. So
Yeah.
those are some of the play options that these players
P2
have.
would be the layup.
Yes,
To get,
for sure.
Just to get to a safe spot to make your shot here. And let's see how aggressive Greg gets, Julian.
He's not going to be too aggressive. Yeah.
Nope, and it's just got to sit before that OB path, which is fine. So he knows
Perfect.
this is why this hole is hard, because you need 420-foot power to get there.
And speaking of 420-foot power,
Yes, good call. Great segue. And it'd be so hard, so scary to throw a left-handed shot with that.
I don't see this at all. Oh, there we go.
That's over. That's
Shoot.
No way. Never had a chance.
Yeah. That's too bad.
So you got to get that just turn. And look at the distance, though, Julian. He was kind of getting there. Like he would have been skipping up to circle 1. James will probably play that safe hyzer, I would say. Yep,
Yeah, it's not a bad idea to play safe. If you're not feeling it for the first few holes,
for sure.
don't feel bad about
And now that's what he's got. He's got
yeah.
110 feet to pitch over and hopefully tap a par and on the hardest hole in the course.
Yep. Mr. Zed, Nini.
Yeah, hoping to shake off that unfortunate 7 from the last hole, which happens in disc golf, folks.
He got a hold of that one.
That's got to come on, get over that. This is going to be really good. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, yeah. What a throw.
Speaking of 420-foot power,
Unreal. And that just exploded out of his hand.
he's got very
Yeah.
smooth form.
Please show me this again.
True tracker. Committed to the line, Julian, the whole way over the water.
That's such a risky throw, but high risk, high
Even a
reward.
little bit of turn on it, too. Like,
Come on.
that is guys, that's a very technical, great shot. And he's got 22 feet for a birdie on a basket that should be on top of that hydro tower.
To put this in perspective, this hole is averaging almost an entire stroke over par.
And it looks like the short tee is used as a drop zone. That's my guess on this one. And I probably should know that having played in this tournament. So Derek's left himself a circle's edge for bogey, Julian, on an elevated basket.
Although it's better to be a little bit further away than too close.
Yeah, and this is going to
James
spike
Dean.
in. That's a smart play. 18 feet for his par. Hopefully he converts on his intelligent disc golf play there, the Sexton style, I would say.
Yep.
Same with Gigi.
And it's working for Gigi this tournament.
Oh man, like just not showing any signs of slowing down here, and just showing these young pups where it's at. That being said, I'm not really sure on his age. I'm sure he's within 3 or 4 years of myself.
Well, he's MP40, so he's got to be
Right. Yes, correct.
at least, hold on, I got to do
I
the
want to
math.
say he's
38. So yeah,
he told me his age, and I'm usually one of those guys that listens. I want to say he's 41.
I'd say low 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3 years older than I am. And Derek here, circle's edge. This would be huge. That's never had a
no.
chance. Oh my gosh. And this hole, guys, we've talked about it. It has teeth, figuratively. Oh my gosh, look at this comebacker for 5.
Oh no.
Oh goodness gracious. And he's got
And the thing is, you can't really lay this up unless you have a really high pitch putt. It's hard to
poor
lay
Derek.
this up.
Yeah, and he's got to go again.
There we go.
Even a good catch. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
That was a good save. I heard the ahead of time. Thank goodness for sure. Which is what I assume you meant to say.
Birdie! That's got to be the only one. There's no way.
That is the only birdie.
Okay. Cam, shout out to you. Unbelievable birdie. That's, guys, how you answer.
That was some fancy disc removal.
Oh, no. Well, he has to. He's like 5'7".
Oh, he's taller
So
than
that's
that.
how you answer a triple with a 5-foot miss putt on the last hole. That is how you do it. James climbing the ladder here. Let's go here. Convert that par.
I just want to go out to this basket and putt on it for like 28 minutes just to see how it goes.
That makes one of us, Julian.
I can't imagine it would be easy. I know there's one in Paris that's not quite this
so the
high.
one in Paris, add 4 feet to it. It's literally
That much higher.
Well, he's 6'4".
Yeah,
Greg,
but
so it's 6'6".
okay, yeah.
So I mean, now you got to reach into the basket.
So probably a foot and a half higher than the Paris one.
Yeah, so like 7.
The Brantford one. There's one in Brantford that's that high.
It'd be comparable to that, but I think it's still a little shorter.
Okay.
We might have some Brantford coverage guys coming up, so maybe we can see that hole in person.
Yeah, these are cities in
Canada.
Ontario.
Sorry,
in
yes.
Canada.
Cam with a huge birdie, as we heard. The only one, Julian, and then a bunch of squares.
Yeah, just getting strokes on the entire field, really.
Yeah, a bunch of squares for the rest of them. And there are squares on the scorecard.
There are. Nice. Coming into hole 8, what do we have?
Nerds. Hole 8. I remember this hole for myself, double bogey in round 1. I believe it's in the exact same layout, yet only... Maybe it's farther back? Yes, sorry. Par 3 again somehow. 438 feet. The basket now, I believe, has moved to this position, which is a bit shorter, but still an absolute pump to get it down there. And it has more of a shot here, but you're going to throw a right-hand hyzer flip.
And it seemed fairly open on the fairway.
Well, you'll see on Cam's shot here. It's not that open. And see the basket. This is actually looking really good. Oh my gosh.
There we are.
Okay, so it's not.
That's
so
not...
438 was the first one in my opinion.
Okay, yep.
And this one here is about 350.
But still a great shot.
This is a wonderful shot. There's a whole bunch of little trees and saplings and stuff. He got a nice kick.
A little tree direction.
Yep, and he's got a 10-footer for birdie. And again, building on that momentum from the last hole, Julian.
All right. Greg Grootenboer. Let's see what he's got.
Probably something good. Smash.
Yes.
He strikes me as one of those guys that just knows his bag so well.
Oh, come on.
Like he just knows every disc, knows the exact angle.
He's thrown them all at least once.
Yep, and exactly. You've seen different colors, different discs, and he just, again, showing us why he's a 997 rated player. That's a little early from James, but he might get lucky and get through there and have a putt. Yep,
That's
circle
a long
two-step
one.
putt. Yeah, it's got a hill back there, so he can give it a good run. So he can use it as a backstop.
Maybe some willow branches in the way.
Yep, true. And lefty, what's he going to do? Big hyzer? Hyzer flip to flat, and this looks wonderful.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's long.
Holy cow.
And he pumped it. Derek Jones maybe did all the bicep curls, Julian.
Yeah, I ate at least one bowl of Wheaties this morning. And again. Oh, I thought that was in.
It went right through it.
Come
on.
on.
No way. That was such a good putt. Watch it, right through. You've got to be kidding me. That's dead center from 57 feet.
That was perfect.
Oh my gosh, that should have been... He should be on a Wheaties box.
Yep.
Dad,
Sponsored.
what's a disc golfer? Eat
What
your
are
Wheaties, son.
Frisbees?
Eat a Wheaties. Eat your Wheaties. Oh man, I hope James can maybe build on some of that momentum and get one to catch here. It went right through.
That was a great putt.
Oh!
Come on.
Run. He's not even running. He's like sprinting.
That's
yeah, big smile.
Woo!
Is there anything better than watching someone can a long putt? Like
No.
yourself or anyone?
Like-
It's so great.
I've had this conversation with a few people, and having a long drive and a tap-in, for some reason, is not as satisfying
100%.
as
Look
that
at James.
long
Look at
putt.
his emotion there. Like he big fist pump, sprinted up the hill. He needed that. And this is why disc golf is such a great sport. We all cheer each other on. You love seeing your opponents and your card mates having great shots, and that's just wonderful for James. Greg from a great spot here. And
Oh, no.
looked at his hand. Maybe
I
a
have
little
two
chilly.
of them.
I putt with the right hand. Good par save though.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, I did a little bit of interview work after this, and it got colder as the day went on.
Okay.
So maybe that's becoming an issue here.
Ooh.
Left side, still in. And
Tucks it
Cam
in.
with a great birdie.
Was that a bird?
Yeah. Remember he kicked off the tree?
Oh,
He
yeah,
got
yeah,
the-
that's right.
He got the true tracker, folks. Yeah, just pour this beer here.
Hello, Adam, in the background with the camera.
Does this sound good? Do you think they can hear it?
I think so. 2 birdies, 2 pars. Just a well-played hole. Greg Grootenboer is kind of running away with this a little bit. I know he's only
we
four
don't know
strokes
what's
up.
happening on the other cards, but
Yeah.
I believe Oz was in 5th and shot a 9 on that one hole.
Yep.
So we don't really know if he's got other bad holes or really good holes. So
And then the Tom Bomb too is on that card.
yeah, and you don't want Thomas Gilbert behind you either. That's
No.
a stacked second card. Too.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
460 feet here, par 3 again. I mean, these are hard holes, guys. This is a very tough course, and it's great. But you're going to want to throw whatever your longest, straightest disc is, and hopefully get to this area here and maybe make a putt. If not, then kind of stay in the middle of the fairways. There's not really OB except for the path up on the left.
And I'm curious. I want to hear from everybody. What is your long, straight throwing disc?
Good call.
Personally, I have a really beaten T-bird, but there's ones that go further.
What's your
just
longer
not
one?
as straight.
What about your Mayhem?
No,
'cause
it's
it
not
has
very
more of a
straight.
Flex. And
Yeah.
Cam has turned it over. Julian and myself is a DDX.
Oh, yeah, that's a
and
good
I throw
one.
it on a nice hyzer line. It flips up and goes forever. Cam is safe over there, but he's got quite a lot of work to do to save his par.
Oh, James Dean here.
No relation. Smooth hyzer. Oh, good kiss off that tree. And that's gonna be fine. He's got a nice. That's what you want. If you can't get there with the distance, you just stay in the middle and pitch over for your par, and hopefully leave yourself a stress-free putt.
Looked like the wind was picking up too, judging by that flag.
Yeah. You love the flags.
Actually, it did look like it was a bit more breezy. Have a look in the background.
I don't notice things like that, Julian, like you, and that's why we're a good team. I think we're different.
Speaking of good teams, Derek Jones and his left arm are a fantastic team.
I don't know about the segue, but okay, Julian, how do you spell segue?
Segue.
What's the accent? Is there an accent on it? A grav?
If there is, it'd be an agu on the E, maybe?
Okay, guys.
I don't think... Is there
Julian's
one?
intelligent. Speaking of getting back to disc golf, Greg's going to put one under the basket
Come
here.
on. This guy has so much touch.
Yeah, and he's... What area? I don't even know where he's... I think he's from this area.
Do you have your phone? We got to look this up.
Where he's from?
Yeah, it's over there.
It's on airplane mode. Give me a second. Oh, that's a little high from James. I'm not sure he's going to like this.
Justin kept talking as he walked away from the microphone. Sorry, everyone.
If you haven't noticed yet, by following our coverage, I like to chat. All right. Julian, you cover for me for a second here.
Cam Zanini with a tough spot, and that's an amazing layup. He's 6 feet away.
Wow, that is good. Does it tell you where they're from on their PDGA?
Yes, it does.
Burlington, Brampton, White Spruce. That's why he's
Is that okay?
That's why he's
so
a
White
great
Spruce.
player.
So yes, I would like to see him play on his home course.
Oh yeah, you said that.
Yeah, I did.
Shout out to Julian's intelligence level.
What's his PDGA number?
Yep.
Do you have that open still?
God, I hate this.
We aren't on our phone doing this right now. Sorry, guys.
39668.
Oh wow, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, that's down there enough.
Thanks. That's higher than Paul's.
Paul who?
Ulibarri.
It's actually probably true as well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, great layup from Duong there.
Yeah, it's too bad on his last up shot because now he's got that for a bogey, and Derek here for his par. I believe I was looking at I had some screen time here, so I'm not really sure I was paying attention.
Yeah, there wasn't a single birdie on this
That's
hole.
because it's impossible. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I would say impossible, and no offense to anybody else. I was in this field as well, but impossible only if Thomas Gilbert wasn't in the field.
Okay, fair enough.
He's maybe the kind of guy that could throw a 460-foot smash down
You
there.
know what? I've seen Derek Jones throw that far though too. But it's
Yeah,
just
that's true. And you
tough
know what?
line for a lefty though, is it?
I know it. I think it plays better for a lefty.
Okay.
I was actually thinking it'd be hard for. Wow.
Cam Zanini parks as many.
Yeah, that was great.
He's been practicing that. Yeah, nice putt. Good little, assume Nova tap out. Judging by the black rim around the pink.
What happened? I think we had a bogey from James and a par from everyone else. Yep. Julian, the stats on that one. And
Yeah, so no
Any good
birdies at
notes?
all. There were 3 bogeys in the field, and everybody else got a par. So fairly uniform hole for the field.
yeah, good call. That's it's one of those ones. It's like how do I get a par here? That's the easiest way possible.
Yeah.
Julian, you do your thing here, bud.
TrueNorthDiscGolf.com. Visit us there. Visit TopLinkDiscGolf.com. We have a retail store. If you want to stop in and get your filthy little mitts on all of the fantastic plastic, get into 51 Woody at Drive, Brantford, Ontario. Give us a call if you want to, but seriously, come on in and check out the plastic. It's unreal. There's so much cool stuff to see. That was the end of our front 9 coverage. We've got a back 9 coming up to see what the conclusion of this tournament is. So, if you've been following along and watching the first 3 half rounds, we have one more final half round to go. That's the back 9 coverage of the Late Autumn Disc, Yes Golf, and Glorious Activities tournament.
There's no way I could do that, and that's why Julian's here.
So check us out. Next video is coming right up.